Imagine you bought a game, and one day, poof, it's gone. Not just deleted, I mean completely unplayable. Forever. You can even open the main menu. Sounds illegal, right? Well, it's not. And that's why the Stop Killing Games petition is blowing up all across Europe. And as an indie game dev myself, I am really curious about what it will happen. Will this actually change anything? Let me explain. There is a movement happening right now called Stop Killing Games. Its goal? To make it illegal for publishers to destroy the games you paid for. Yeah, we are in 2025 and we are watching billion-dollar studios act like Dr. Evil with a delete button. We literally need a petition to stop companies from erasing your legally purchased games. This all kicked off thanks to Ross Scott, which is the genius behind Freeman's Mind and one of the most passionate voices in game preservation. It all started when they killed the Crew. And it's not the only game. There are much more like Concord, Multiversus, and soon also Anthem. And this is not just for multiplayer games, they also stopped the offline features. The petition demands that governments enforce the following. Publishers must offer offline modes before shutting down a game. They must allow server emulation or fan-run servers. Stop making games vanish like a Thanos snap. Okay, maybe I added this part. But this is the meaning. And here is the best part. The petition is actually working. Over 1 million verified signatures in the European Union. Over 100,000 in the UK, which triggers a formal parliamentary response. The European Commission now has 6 months to respond and consider new digital preservation laws. But not everyone is clapping at this. A group called Video Games Europe, which basically represents AAA publishers, responded like this. We appreciate the passion of our community. However, the decision to discontinue online services is multifaceted, never taken lightly, and must be an option for companies when an online experience is no longer commercially viable. In other words, preserving your games will cost us effort. They also argue that in some way would limit developers' freedom. Which is ironic, because right now devs have zero freedom to keep their games alive if a publisher pulls the plug. And as an indie dev myself, let's just say this, I could imagine choosing to permanently shut down one of my games. I mean, one of them crashes if you sneeze too hard near it. But I still love it. That's the difference. For AAA studios, games are products. For indie devs, games are children, glitchy buggy children, but still our children. This isn't just nostalgia, it's about ownership, culture, art. It's about whether games deserve the same preservation as movies, books, and music. Think about it. Movies don't self-destruct if Netflix pulls them. Books don't vanish from your shelf when Amazon updates. But games, if your game needs a login and the server is dead, so is your game. So, what now? The European Commission has 6 months to officially respond, and a public hearing may follow in the European Parliament. If there will be updates, I will inform you here or on my Discord server. So now my point of view as an indie game dev is that I don't just care about this for my games. I care because this is about all games, all players. If I pour my soul into something, I want it to outlive me, even the weird ones. Oh yes, especially the weird ones, and I want you to be able to play it, even in 2045 on a smart toaster or whatever. This petition might mark a new era in gaming, one where preserve history, respect players, and stop treating games like temporary rentals. So please, sign the Stop Killing Games petition, talk about it, and comment under the video to let me know your opinion about it. Bye!